Oh boy, I hope you packed your sack lunch and you got a spare bottle of Xanax because we're gonna fight Xazax. I love saying his name, it's really fun. Get out me car, Xazax. Aw. Alright, so Xazax, I'm gonna get there so you know how to get there first because we gotta get to Isle Skartara. You see me run past this before, so that's why I'm going here now. So we gotta go to the maggot passage. Ya maggots! Alright, so Xazax was actually the first of the very hard bosses I fought in this patch. And I killed him on my second try, and I actually kind of enjoy it. So let's go ahead and read about Xazax. Okay, he used to be in a different area if I remember correctly. Xazax, 125, very hard, 5-minute lockdown, and trust me, that's gonna matter. Wretched sands in the Isle of Skartara. In the aftermath of the civil wars and the burning hells, when Belial was exiled, the loyal servant Xazax found himself stranded on Sanctuary, vainly aiming to there's no comma there either. Vainly aiming to discover his master's location. So he is a follower of Belial. I didn't know that because I didn't read the lore. When his search brought him to the Anarok wastelands, he perceived the presence of the Lord of Terror within the Dark Wanderer advancing towards Lut Gholein. Disheartened and horrified, he fell into despair, believing Diablo to be on the hunt for him to exact revenge for Belial's transgressions. Paranoid with fear, he called upon his demonic cohorts to provide protection and fled to the island of Skartara. You missed a comma after protection. Find Xazax and put an end to this dark summoning, lest in his madness he turns his followers against the Scovos Isles. Jesus Christ. There's like one guy that writes the quest dialogue and they just don't speak English. I'm serious. I get that feeling. Because a lot of the writing's fine, except some of these other ones. Alright. So, Xazax Illusion is a +2 roll. It's not a guaranteed. I didn't get it on my first Xazax kill. So, it is a +2. It's similar to how Duncraig's charm works. So, it's not guaranteed. But the poison res is great. We're going to need that for another Uber coming up. Don't look below it. Xazax's challenge, I can tell you this without thinking, excuse me, is you kill Xazax without taking damage from his minions. This is actually kind of a cool fight. I actually really enjoy this. It's a lot like, how do I put it? It's a lot like Asmodan's fight, in that we can't actually kill any of the minions around Xazax. So the page shows those red blunderboars that don't have resistances, by the way. The blunderboars don't actually have health, and they'll infinitely spawn. Even when Xazax is dead, they'll still be loping around like idiots, okay? They can probably two-shot me, let's be real. Even though I have super high defense, they hit for about 5k damage a hit. I'm guesstimating off of Amazon stats, but whatever. Yeah, they don't play around. So this is actually a fight where maneuverability is very important, and killing Xazax as fast as possible is the priority. He looks like a mess. I can't really describe what he looks like, but he's not the red dudes, so I think they should change that, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and go to the maggot passage. Hey guys, look, it's the best place in the game. You can die in here, from what I gather. It's just set dressing, okay? The maggot depths. This place sucks. It's maggot lair, so it already sucks. Okay. So this, we'll just do it, okay? Alright, I don't need... Oh, Jesus. Okay, I forgot he teleports. I don't care if I get hit because I want to make sure I get the right charm. Yeah, Xazax doesn't play around. He's a pretty big boy. Do not get hit by his meteor. It's probably enough to kill me. I can probably, certainly guarantee you that he is not very hard, but these blunderbores, this is a very trivial quest when you have summons, by the way. But that's many Ubers in this game get trivialized by summons. Oh, damn it. I'll only do Xazax like 3 times if I don't get the charm on the first try, because it does take a while. That's why I'm like, oh, if you see a long level lockout, you know it's actually going to be pretty tough. Because that's usually the sign of it being tough. And believe me, this gets bad. This gets bad the longer you fuck around in here. That should be pretty obvious at this point, but I figured you'd probably like me to tell you that. He looks like spaghetti. I don't like him. I like spaghetti. I don't like Xazax. He looks goofy. Yes, fucking doofy asshole. Sue me, I called him what he is. That's just in case. I don't think I'm gonna die on him. It's very... I can kinda tank these guys. What are they called? Penitents? Penitents? They're not really that bad. But if I had summons... Here, play with him. Play with my Diablo mod. Or sorry, my Oblivion mod. Yeah, he's not bad. I don't think I've ever really struggled with doing this fight. He's probably the fairest of the easy, like very hard Ubers in my opinion. But you can see what I mean. That timer is no bullshit. You're gonna be. I kind of don't care about the trophy at this point. Oh shit. This is why I was saying that timer doesn't mean shit. God. If they all hit me, I'm probably gonna die. This is a lot easier for range characters as well, because they can just morb him from a mile away. And obviously melee characters can't go smack, 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 and then just hit him from a mile away. I'm paying attention to the blunderbore's animations more than anything. Because they can kill me instantly. This is not looking like it, but once they morb on me, I'm just fucking fixated on that word today. I'm gonna start keeping telly on, because this is a little bit spooky. I wanted to group up. That's the best way I've always done this. This is probably how I want to do this. Yeah, bring your fucking red assholes over here. Fucking don't have resistances. Oh god, no. Seth, don't get dumb and aggressive. This is not the time to get dumb and aggressive. I'm probably not even gonna get the charm on the first roll. This is how this works. Shit. Those are infinitely spawning, by the way. They will not stop spawning until he is... until you leave this room. I gotta focus, I'm sorry. If you're slowed, your hit frames are also slower, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, this is considerably harder with a melee character, I've noticed. I don't care if I tag him. I can get him to teleport, that'd be cool. I might not do this twice. I don't like doing this fight for the second time because it just takes. This is gonna take a while. It's not like Tal Rasha, you know. It takes more than 10 minutes. I don't want to do it twice. Oh fuck! Don't get dumb. I think I played it a little too passively in the beginning. That might be kind of what this problem is right now. I'm pretty sure now that I got a feel for him with melee, I could do it way faster. Yeah, I could do this way better. Maybe I'll do another one. We'll do 2. That's a bad idea. Oh, fuck. The moment my buff wears off, I'm gonna be fucking dead. So I'm gonna be smart. I don't need to get that cocky. That's a bad idea. Oh, that should have killed me. I really shouldn't have made that. Yeah, I should be more aggressive next time. That's kind of what this is a problem with. They're losing interest in me. How could you lose interest in me? And I'm so sexy. Yeah, this is what I get for playing so much like a pansy. Yeah, my Zon can just target him without looking at him. It's really easy. With a fire pit or whatever it's called. Yeah, I played way too nervously in the beginning. I vastly underestimated how much I could do to him. So yeah, this is much easier. Damn it. I could probably lame him out with my punishers, but that feels cheesy. Yeah, he's dead. I've dealt more damage to him through poison than anything. Yep, he's done. Now to get the charm without getting murdered. This is the fun part. And not get impatient like an idiot. I don't know if they still spawn after he dies, but knowing my luck, they would. Damn it. Okay, let's just do this. We'll do it the dumb way. Come on, guys. You have no resistances. You can't talk to me that way. This is embarrassing if I get killed here. I'm not letting it happen. Come on. Come on. No, come on. Thanks. Okay, and get out without dying. That's even better. Okay, what do we get? Probably not what I want, right? +2 to Necro skill. Okay, that's as good as I can get. I don't deserve this. There's no fucking way I deserve this. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. And it's +2 Amazon. Oh, that's fucking dumb. I don't deserve this. Oh, hell no, I don't deserve that. Let's do it again, but we'll be a lot more aggressive and sexually aggressive, and... yeah. Well, see, look, this doesn't really make that big of a difference to my overall... It gives me 10k damage, or sorry, 10k defense, but it's really... It's not a big deal. Like I said, plus skills on melee characters are a little bit goofy. Sometimes they can be good, sometimes they're not. For this character, though, it's not really that big of a deal. But I'll do it a little bit more aggressively. I'm probably gonna get sick of doing it when I start doing the fight, but... yeah, I don't deserve that. There's no fucking reason for me to be that lucky on the first kill. That's... no, I don't deserve this. I'm not even going to go in there with that much more of an advantage, because like I showed you, +2 skill, it's not that big of a deal. All these enemies are untargetable, by the way. I forgot to mention. Alright, let's do it again. I'm going to be more aggressive and immediately died. Oh, that's classic. That's classic me. That really is. Alright, let's try that again without being that stupid. I was like, maybe I can leech through that, and then I quickly realized I can't. If the portal closes, oh well. I don't deserve this. That's all there is to it. I could probably be... no. This is, see what I was seeing? I'm like, man, okay. I can't be that aggressive on Xazax. I immediately die the moment I try it. Because it's not a good idea. I don't deserve that. That's all there is to it. Let's pretend that those two deaths didn't happen, though. And we'll be a little bit more... oh, fucking hell. He's in a really bad spot. I mean, this fight can be pretty random, if you couldn't notice. Oh shit, I gotta take my turkey out. I'm gonna make turkey burgers for dinner. Fuck, I forgot to get cheese. Oh well. You can eat turkey burgers without cheese. It's not gonna hurt me. I'm not gonna cry about it. Maybe. I don't know, if I cried over that, I'd be really depressed. See, now that I've gotten the trophy, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, whatever. Xazax is just... he can do whatever you want to. If I fail, I don't care. This isn't very hard, but this can... this is one instance where you can say random chance plays a pretty big deal in terms of he could easily just spawn a bunch of dudes really quickly, and he can turtle in a corner, and you can't do anything about that. And... or, I mean, you can see what I'm trying to say, right? This really is only as easy as luck is going in your favor. And this is much harder for a melee character. Range characters and casters, it's... I wouldn't say it's easy, you know, per se. It's still just as unsafe, but there's a considerably less higher chance of having to put yourself in that much danger like I have to do. I had to get right up in his ass to basically do anything to him, which immediately makes this a lot more challenging. If I fail, I'm not doing it again. That's all there is to it. I've got the perfect class charm for me, so I don't care. And I'm gonna get lazy. At least I'm honest, right? I don't think I'm gonna die again. I've already sank into how to do this. I love their dumb fucking backhand attacks. They have two different attack frames. They have one where they hit you with their left hand, and then their right hand swings the dude. You know how many years it took me to realize they're actually holding a guy on their hand? Like, if you didn't know that, look at their sprite. That is actually... Hang on. I didn't know this for a long time. See? That's actually a guy. They're holding a dude in their hand on the club with the chains. I didn't know that for, like, years. I'm talking, like, very recently. Like, maybe 3 years ago. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, probably. I didn't know that. I thought they just had clubs. I'd never deduced that they actually had guys on the end of their clubs. Maybe they go to gay bars. I don't know. This joke didn't really plan out very well. Slapping somebody with a big pile of man meat. Man flesh. You shall feast on man flesh. So, you have chosen death. I can't sound like Christopher Lee. Nobody can sound like Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee can sound like Christopher Lee. Well, maybe Christopher B. That's like saying Christopher Lee is a B? Like, kindergartners don't find this stuff funny. No one finds this funny. I don't think I can do the trophy with this character, unfortunately. Because Look, unless I get some ludicrously overpowered O skill, I don't think there's any chance in hell I can reasonably deal that much damage to him that quickly. I have to take some hits. Or maybe I'm just bad and I don't know it. I can do with my casters. Like, every caster I've ever made, I'm pretty sure I could do with that. Even in busted ass, regular ass, normal ass, Diablo 2 ass, I could probably do with a character from there, but this, well, maybe in that, not my Zealot for sure. Not my Fury Barb for sure. I know that. Because, yeah, we're basically playing Zealot. If you haven't deduced why I've kind of automatically enjoyed this character, what most people would probably say is really bad, it's because I enjoy Zealot in Diablo 2. So, oh hell. Watch me go through the portal. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go through the portal and then just get fucking mad, and then he's gonna do something dumb, and it's gonna make me mad. I know how this works, okay? I don't want to sound like that guy, but I've played this game enough to know exactly what happens to me when I'm doing good, and what happens to me when I'm doing good. See, I think that I can get lucky and aggressive on him because of my life leech, and maybe kind of tank a couple of hits, but if he does, like, anything like those AoE spells, I can't deal with it. Yeah. I don't think I can handle it when there's this many enemies, though. Well, maybe, but I'm not really sure on that. Yeah, like, I can fundamentally, if we're just taking aside the challenge, like, for the trophy, I could realistically deal that, like, deal with the defense and the offense put together. So it's not that bad. Like, see? Like, they really aren't a problem. So, if I were to realistically, without the trophy in mind, this really isn't that bad. If I was being a completionist trying to go for the trophy, that's when this would get really fucking nasty. Because I don't think I can mathematically do it. It would, I'm serious, it would probably take like 20 minutes, tops. I'd be doing this for, oh, yeah, that's fine. But you get the idea. That's probably how long it would take. Someone's probably like looking at that with like skipping forward because they're impatient and stupid and saw that and goes, "Wow, what a fucking idiot! You made it all the way to 20 minutes in. You only killed. You didn't even do it." Not realizing I've got the charm already after like minutes before that. But yeah, that's Xazax. I really don't feel like doing another run at him. Maybe some other day. Realistically, probably not, because I've already got the +2 skill, so I don't really have a reason to, but that's how he works. He's actually a pretty good boss. You know, I don't have any problem with it. The trophy is where you're probably going to start pulling your hair out. And then we'll talk. Let's show how a caster deals with him, because it's way easier. I haven't even optimized this setup yet, so it's really funny. It's going to be really awkward. I still haven't cleaned up my inventory in this character. God damn. I gave her the club and just fucked off. I was like, whatever. By the way, I found 3 of these, by the way, since I've been doing this. See, she's already got the plus. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, now we really do have to do it, because my Amazon waifu depends on it. I'm staring at my Amazon statue for good luck. Okay. No, we don't want to go to Tranathula. I'm not into that shit. We want to go to the island of Skatara. Oh, I should probably get my lady. Milady! Oh, this is annoying. I think this is actually a randomly generated dungeon each time. Well, fucking maggot layer is not that bad. I have seen that. I've seen people on Reddit say that, like, oh, actually, maggot layer is not that bad. And I just want to sit there and say, you're trying to be a difficult contrarian in a situation where everybody is in agreement, and you're just trying to be fucking dumb. Maggot layer is terrible. Maggot layer is the worst dungeon in Diablo 2. There is no competition. It doesn't change. It is the worst dungeon. You cannot try to justify it being good, because it's not. I will never see... Okay, I'm a contrarian by nature, okay? Right? We all know that wheat bread is objectively better than white bread, but whatever, we're not going to go there. I've already opened up a whole ass can of worms saying that. But, trust me, nobody is going to give you fucking brownie points because you think, oh, actually, maggot layer is not that bad. No. You're being stupid when you say that. Oh, I've already gotten hit. Oh well. See, this is why I said, for a caster, I'm just holding down left mouse. I don't even have my hand on the keyboard. Oh look, hey, how's it going? So when you're like, is it really that much different for caster? Well, I'm not really thinking about it, because, if you're like, oh, Seth, use a different spell. Okay, then. I'll get right on it. That's actually probably better. Except I can't auto-tag him. I can say that you could probably reduce this and take something like this out. But fundamentally, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think it's that bad. Oh shit. Yeah, she doesn't really handle his attacks very well, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm serious, I could just do this from a mile away, and if I have him on my, like, attack like this, that was my own fuck up. I got stuck because I got greedy and stupid. But, yeah, it's completely trivialized with any bit of summoning, because I can target summon directly where I want the blunderboars to go. So it's not like... it's really not that difficult for casters of any variety. Yeah, actually, I should probably use this, because it pierces through his jackasses. Okay. It still does a lot of damage. I use this mainly for, like, clearing through numerous mobs, but it has better range than Magic Missile. See, I could do this and not get killed. That'd be cool. See, I'm getting dumb and aggressive, and that's my own problem. But when I auto-target him from a mile away, see, all you need to do is hit him once. You hold down Control, which is what I have Stop Moving for, and you just do that. It's absolutely dumb. Like, it is... I'm not saying that's bad design, that's just the way that the mod works. Some things are easier for other classes, some things are more difficult for others. But I've obviously says rips on people for broken English, can barely get through sentences. I know, we're all gonna say it. Let's all be real here. I have a stress disorder. I speak perfect English. There's a big difference. Let's see if I can get a better charm. That'd be kind of cool. They're gonna creep up on my butt. I don't want that. Come on, boys. Get the fuck away from there. You don't need to be in that. Pick the goddamn thing up. I'm auto-targeting and I hate it. Actually, let me fix that right quick. Let me just put it on move only for like 2 seconds. There, you see what I mean? Like, it's way faster, way easier. I don't even know how the time limit was. See, look at that, and I got a better charm in the process. Cool, this was totally worth it. One more. But if you want to see how much difference an Amazon, or any caster in general, who makes more use out of plus skills, if you're ever like, so you're really not talking shit, watch my damage. Okay, it's really not that big of a deal, but that's because I'm at like the point where diminishing returns are starting to kick in for this character, so shut up. But that's Xazax. He's not super bad. I actually enjoy him as a fight, so I'm really, really happy with that +2 on the first try. That's never going to happen again. I'll see you guys in the next one.